you guys, what's up? It's me, Catherine, and in today's video, I'm going to share all of my top advice for young actors. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name's Katherine Steele. I put out a new theater-related video on every Theater Thursday, plus I do bonus uploads throughout the week, so if you haven't already and you'd like to, go ahead and hit subscribe. That way you get notified for all future videos and you get to join the Theater Thursday fam. First, we take over Broadway, and then the world. You can follow me at Kath_Steele on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, but without any further ado, let's get into the advice. My biggest piece of advice for young performers, actors, musical theater artists, basically anyone who wants to act as part of their career is to train. For those of you who don't know my background, I'm mainly in musical theater, but I've also done screen work. Occasionally, I also double up as a casting director or casting associate, both for stage and screen work as well. But something that I've seen lately a lot is a lot of choreographers and music directors and directors in general noticing a real lack of training in this generation, which I don't disagree with. We see a lot of dancers, for instance, nowadays who have a ton of tricks, but they don't have solid training. They don't have a lengthy ballet background. This is, of course, just an example with dancers. It stretches across the board when it comes to singing, acting, just about honestly everything in life. I think a lot of us have learned how to do the fancy, impressive stuff, and we sometimes forget our foundations. So it always comes back to training. Get as much quality training as possible. My second piece of advice for young performers: do it because you love it. Not for the money, not for the fame, not for the followers. Do it because you love it. Do it because you have a story to share. Do it because you want to connect with audience members. Because as much as you don't want to hear it, and believe me, I don't want to hear it, but I'm gonna say it out loud so that I can hear it too, the money won't come for a long time. The fame, the followers, the whatever won't come for a long time. Honestly, the opportunity to do really cool projects for bragging rights won't come for a long time either. Sometimes it doesn't come at all. That way, throughout your career, when you don't have 1 million followers or $1 trillion in the bank, you still feel artistically fulfilled and happy with your life. In that same vein, don't measure your failure by someone else's success. Just about every performer, writer, director, entertainment person that I look up to has said this in some way. Just because someone else is succeeding doesn't mean you're failing. Different people get different opportunities. Your careers build in different ways. Don't freak out because you don't have something yet. Again, in that same vein, focus on what you can control. A lot of this industry is based off of things that are completely out of our control. Side note, if you guys need help when it comes to like audition prep, character analysis, what to wear in an audition, how to deal with rejection, how to find audition material, how to find auditions in general, I have videos on all of those subjects and many more, which I will link down below in a playlist. Definitely check that out. This one's for singers. Keep in mind that your vocal cords don't fully mature until you're like in your mid-20s. So especially if you're a middle schooler, high school, young college-age person, and you're listening to these people on cast recordings and you're freaking out because you're not as good as them, keep in mind that your vocal cords are still babies. They're still growing up, they're still maturing. In that same vein, I would also really recommend trying to find recording studio, like behind the scenes footage, and seeing what these singers sound like off mic. Keep in mind that the sound that you hear on a cast recording is so different than the sound that you hear in the theater itself, and the sound that you hear in the theater is completely different than what those stars sound like in their voice lessons, in the rehearsal room, in the shower. It's miles apart, and don't compare yourself to like a highly edited, computer perfected version of that person, you know? This one's really scary, but I'm gonna say it because I wish that I had done it. If you're not good at something, work on it. I know how silly that sounds, but I think a lot of us, once we start to get a little bit of success, kind of fall into where we feel comfortable and we make the good things better, which is amazing and you totally should be doing, but also honestly identify your weak spots and work on them. Get out of your comfort zone. You'll thank yourself later. This one's a big one. Oh my goodness. Watch lots of theater. Go to as many shows as you possibly can. You can learn so much from a performance. You can learn from a bad performance just as much as you can learn from a good performance. Growing up, I would usher at every single community theater because guess what? A lot of the time, ushers get into shows for free, which is amazing. A lot of people ask how I kind of turned into this weird theater encyclopedia human robot, and that's how. In that same vein, read as much theater as possible. Go to your local library. Ask your friends to borrow their scripts. Go to a bookshop and start reading. And my final tip for young actors, do your research. We live in such an amazing age nowadays. We have so much information readily available to us on the internet. The reason that I started YouTube and I even made my channel in the first place is because one of the first shows I didn't have a great experience, and I know that I would have had a much better experience had I had some extra knowledge. I didn't want anyone to have to go through what I went through, so that's why I became everyone's internet mentor. This is something that I'm really, really passionate about, and you know, it led me to YouTube and it led me to you guys, and I wouldn't put all of the hours and work into this YouTube channel that I do if I wasn't crazy about helping you guys out. I love you guys and I'm here for you, and I want to help you have the best career, the best experience, the best performance possible. If you're looking for something specific, definitely stick around my channel. Check out the playlists. They're all organized by topic. I believe there's also a search bar on my channel so you can look up keywords or video topics if you need help with something, and I probably have a video on it. So yeah, those are all my tips for aspiring performers. If this video helped you out, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. I really, really hope it helped you out. I hope you guys are having a great day. I love you so, so much. Break a leg, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!